Celtics update. Wednesday, October 30th, 2013, the Boston Celtics cut the regular season off on the wrong foot with a loss north of the border after a season that provided the playoffs under Doc Rivers and Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. The Boston Celtics started the 2012-13 regular season with fresh new faces and a brand new coach. 37-year-old young Brad Stevens there, and the Boston Celtics opened the 2013-2014 regular season up in Toronto against the Toronto Raptors at Air Canada Centre. And the Boston Celtics get off to a good start as they ended the first quarter with a 26-21 lead over the Toronto Raptors. But then in the second quarter, that's when the wheels fell off the wagon in the second quarter as the Boston Celtics could muster only 11 points to the Toronto Raptors 28 as they Toronto Raptors turned a 5-point deficit into a 49-37 lead into halftime. But then the Celtics started to turn it up round there in the third quarter as they get 34 points for the Celtics to the Toronto Raptors 22 as the game is tied at 71-71 on a pace through three quarters, and the momentum is going through the Celtics' favor and going into the fourth quarter. But the Celtics ran out in the middle of the fourth quarter as the Toronto Raptors took the lead, but then somewhere in the fourth quarter the Celtics tried to make a little run here to try to get the first victory of the season, but the Celtics ran out of gas as Brad Stevens' first regular season debut as coach of the Celtics wasn't successful as the Boston Celtics lose to the Toronto Raptors in the Air Canada Centre 92-85 as Jeff Green got 25 points for the Boston Celtics in a losing cause, and Rudy Gay got 19 points for the Toronto Raptors in the win. Next up for the Celtics to be back at the TD Garden Friday night for a date with the Milwaukee Brewers here.
More life happens here.
You're the father of 530.
Okay, let us take a look at our other scores around the National Basketball Association, around the league in the NBA. In Cleveland, Cleveland Cavaliers defeated the Brooklyn Nets 98-94. In Detroit, Detroit Pistons leading the Washington Wizards 81-75. That game's being played in the fourth quarter. In Madison Square Garden in New York, the New York Knickerbockers are leading the Milwaukee Bucks 74-66. Houston Rockets leading the Charlotte Bobcats 53-48. That game's being played in the third quarter down in Houston. Up in Minnesota, Minnesota Timberwolves are leading the Orlando Magic 72-68. In New Orleans, the New Orleans Pelicans are leading the Indiana Pacers 52-44. Down in Dallas, it is Atlanta leading Dallas 55-53. That game's being played in the second quarter here. Halftime, San Antonio Spurs all over the Memphis Grizzlies 48-27. Down in Utah, it is Utah Jazz and the Oklahoma City Grizzlies. No, it's the Utah Jazz and the Oklahoma City Thunder deadlocked at 29-29 apiece. That game's being played in the second quarter. It's just the first game, but Brad Stevens and the Celtics going to figure out a way on how to get a win. Still, first game is a test for the Celtics, but it's 81 more games to go, and the Celtics are going to find ways on how to win games and get some team chemistry going. Let's go Celtics! And here's a World Series update at Fenway Park. Boston Red Sox are leading the St. Louis Cardinals 6-0 in the bottom of fourth inning. That game's going into the top of the fifth inning, and the Boston Red Sox are 15 outs away from being World Series champions. Let's go Red Sox!